that really has propelled me to be able to reach my potential in where I want to go, and has given me that uplift.
Clarified so many things in my life that we have with the right people around us and surrounding us. We have a community that can get you the right tools.
You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. That's financially, that's social, that's all the different things and aspects of your life. You are that person.
Hey, welcome to the Levelin Up podcast with Brigham Blackham. Today, we're in a very special place with the final percent. I've got some final percenters here with me today, and it is going to be a phenomenal conversation. We're talking about proximity to power. And one of the things I want to make sure that we get from this is that when you are pushing people that are very powerful to more power, that you also become more powerful. There's a remora effect. It's something that I learned. Remoras are these little fish that go and they swim next to a shark and they clean off all the dead flesh and stuff to make sure that the shark is healthy. A lot of times when you're around someone that's very powerful and you help them, you become someone of value for that individual, and now you have a symbiotic relationship. And I'm with some very powerful people today, and I just spent an amazing weekend with all these amazing people. So we're going to start off. We've got Mama Kimball over here. Linnea Kimball, tell us a little bit of your experience. What does proximity to power mean to you?
Well, good morning, TFP. Proximity to power. That means that I have much better chance to reach my goals and realize my dreams because I'm putting myself in the room with people who have either been there before or on the same path that I am towards doing things that they have wanted to do in their business or in their relationships or personally or with their community. And it's very important for me to do this at my age because I feel that there are a lot of people out there that are my age, give or take a few years, that have decided that it's time to give up. You know, we've lived our life, we've done our thing. There's no more I need to learn. And I am here to tell everybody that it doesn't matter what chronological age you are. If you have a dream, if you want to do something with your life, if you still have that fire within you, that song within you, you get out there, you light the fire, you sing the song, and you put yourself in the room with people like Kip and Laura and John and you, Brigham. I mean, this whole weekend, what I got from this weekend was something that is very hard to describe, but it lives within and it helps build me until the next event.
Love it. Now, Kip, tell us a little bit of your experience. What is proximity to power for you?
Oh man, proximity to power. Well, they always say you're just one connection away from an absolute financial explosion in your business. I believe that to my core. It's the who you meet, who you understand, who do you get around, who do you learn from, all that kinds of things. But what proximity to power does specifically is it increases the probability that that's going to happen to you, because powerful people are the ones that can help you. They are that connection. They are that person that is that financial explosion potential in your business. So getting around the proximity to power is a way to help increase those odds of doing that, but it's not there. You've got to do it in a way that helps them too. What I really think is a mistake that a lot of people make is they'll think, oh, I can just get around these powerful people, but I don't help them too. You have to understand how you can bring value to them as much as they're bringing value to you. That's when the relationship really becomes something magical, and that's when that financial explosion happens. So it's about figuring out how to help each other and rise together.
So good, so good. Now, I have this example that I wanted to make sure I shared with all of you guys. And it is something that kind of scared me on my way here. We were driving just outside of Wyoming, and we passed this car. And the thing is, this car was not just on fire. It was in both.
The fire department in the area.
I want to make sure that you guys get to see the visual of this, but it was kind of terrifying. As we drove past it, we literally could feel like crazy amounts of heat on the face, and it was kind of scary. And we saw the person that we thought was in the car. He was out to the side. Just go by. Wow. Sometimes proximity to power is so much heat, so scary at times. You're like, I don't know if that's the power I want to be by. Because there's powerful people that do things for good, and there's powerful people that destroy. And one of the things I love about this community is we are here to empower. We're here to give, and we're here to help people get to that next level. And it's such a wonderful ecosystem. We feel that heat, but that heat is going to generate positivity and not negativity, because heat can either destroy, like that fire can destroy, or it can provide warmth. So I'm going to go to Laura. And Laura, tell us a little bit of your experience with proximity to power. What did you experience this week?
Well, for me, proximity to power is really about the energy that you're feeling, right? I'm all about energy. I feel it in everything that I do. And if I don't feel it, it's really hard to do the things that I want to do and accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. And so for me, proximity to power is a way of getting around people that build your energy. They support it, they revive it, and they give you energy instead of taking it away. As you were saying, it is about that. There's times when you're around people that have the type of energy that deflates you and makes you question whether you're capable or whether you're able to do the things that you want to do. And then there's energy that when you're just in the proximity of just being around people, that you're uplifted, you see more, you're more creative, you're able to see the motivation that you need to have and have the motivation to really take the steps. I loved while we were at this particular event where, it just made so much sense to me that it was like, they always say you need to do the work, right? To do the work, do the work. And I've always been like, okay, well, I think that I'm doing the work, but it doesn't seem like it. But you have to identify the work that needs to be done, not just do work, because you could do a lot of work that isn't the kind of work that is actually the work that's getting you where you want to go. And you keep thinking it's work and you keep doing the same thing over and over. So, there is a lot of that. And so at this particular event specifically, and at all the events that I have ever had with this community, TFP has been a godsend, and that is the vivacious infusion of energy that really has propelled me to be able to reach my potential in where I want to go, and has given me that uplift, that wind beneath your wings, if you will. And so for me, that's the proximity of power. I call it energy in that particular case, that really has excited me and really helped me take the next steps.
I love it. So good. Now, there is an expression in Chinese that I want to give, because that's who I am. You know who I am. Yeah. So, to be reliable, there is this word "cow," means you can actually lean on. And one of the things that I love about powerful people is you can lean on those powerful people, and you can lean in, because when you are with people that make you better, make you want to be better, want to live a higher life, and are excited to do it alongside you, they're not tearing you down. They're building you up. And I love that about this amazing group. So John, dude, I'm so grateful to have you on today. And tell us a little bit of your experience with proximity to power. What did this weekend mean to you?
For me, I thought I was coming in here for just one thing, like maybe clarifying business. But it was a totality event. It clarified so many things in my life that we have, with the right people around us and surrounding us, we have a community that can get you the right tools, that even if you don't feel motivated, as Laura was saying, this energy, you're on the same vibration in that room. And so to be around powerful people like that, man, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. But it's powerful. It's mind shifting. And it's something that anybody out there should experience, especially with TFP, because it's a community that loves you. We mentioned that we never felt this type of you know, acceptance, or not that we were trying to fit in anywhere, but it's just like we just were on the same vibe right away. It's like it's contagious. And for us, it's like we didn't even know we were coming here for a lot of other things. We heard a lot of stories on personal and community and you know, even business and vitality. And we came here for one thing and we got so much more out of it. So to be around this powerful people, the passion for one another was just overwhelming for me. And it was just a beautiful thing. The first time I've ever seen it. So I appreciate that.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, we're going to come over here and I want to hear your experience. Tell us a little bit more about not just what proximity does for you, but I love this expression that moved people move people, right? We didn't just do this on Zoom. We actually physically came to Detroit and we made time to physically get in this area. So tell us a little bit of your experience.
So similar to John, like I was coming here mainly thinking about business, and I realized that after sitting in the room for the last 2 days, like there's so much to take from it. Like the community, like being around people that just want to uplift you, and there's no negativity. You can talk about what you have going on, and nobody's just, you know, like you share your wins, and nobody wants to just bring you down and or talk about what the bad things that are going on in their life. And it's just such a great experience to be a part of that. And all the personal growth, I've realized so much about my business that I'm lacking is just because I need to grow more personally. And like that was a big thing for me this weekend, and I wouldn't have realized that if it wasn't for coming here.
I love it. One of the other things I want to make sure we cover with this idea of proximity is who you choose to be around is way more important than who you were born around. It's not that you can't have a great environment, you can't have a great experience with your family, with friends that you were born in the same area, but the friends you choose to be around can often be the ones that, if you've ever heard this, this idea of who are the 5 people you spend the most time with. Looks like Kip's like, oh, I want to tiptoe over here.
Yeah, well, I was just going to actually go right down that exact thing. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. That's financially, that's social, that's all the different things and aspects of your life. You are that person. And so if you don't get to choose your family. That's given to you. And family, as you said, is super important and it's great to be around. But oftentimes, family and close friends are your biggest critics. You know, we see that all the time. People come in and then they get a little scared because then somebody that's been very close to them, somebody that has the power to hurt them, you know, that's what trust is. Somebody that you trust is giving them the power to hurt you. And so family kind of has that from the time you were born all the way through. So if they're not on board with you, and aligned with your vision, it's not that they're bad. It's not that they're wrong. It's just they're not right for you at that moment in time to be hanging out with. So aligning yourself with those new 5 people, the 5 people that you get to choose, is how you can really go about and affect change in your life.
Wow. Now, one of the things that stuck out to me from this event was we are all so willing to share, so willing to give of our experience, our love. And my friend Dale, I wish he was here as well. We'll have to have him on in a future day. I've shared some things about the challenges that I'm going through, and he shared this document with me about how he shows up, who he is. And I literally, because I saw that, I was like, I'm not just going to have that be read once. I went through it in depth. I woke up like 2 hours earlier, and it was like 6 to 8 or so that I was working on trying to understand what this meant. And I put this I am statement in front of it. And one of the things that he said that I think applies really well is when you identify who you want to be around, he's like, I want to be a world-class friend to 5 or 6 people. I can be great friends to a lot of people, but I want to be a world-class friend to these 5 or 6 people because those are my pallbearers. That's the mentality.
Tell us a little bit about that. What proximity to power means to you.
Proximity to power means to me is basically like the fast track to be around the people who are on the next level. It helps you level up in every way possible in vitality, business, personal, all around, so you can live the life that you dream of.
Now, how does that come into play here?
With the final percent, basically using from my own, looking back at my own experience, my mental health, just being around this proximity of group has increased drastically, 100% difference on my life. And it has given me the power to also go after my dreams and say my dreams loud, because this is what that community does. And also the impossible becomes possible in this community and around these people. We brainstorm together on like how to make our dreams possible. This community, I always wanted to start a foundation for mental health backed by real estate investing. So the whole foundation would be funded through real estate investing. And that was something I never said aloud until I got around this community. These retreats are the best that I've ever gone to. I've been on business retreats ever since I was 4 years old. And out of all, I highly recommend the final percent. You will get your life changed when you go to these. The best thing I can do is get in the room, have the conversations, because you are always one conversation away from changing your life. And that's something that we say a lot around here. And it's so true. And I highly believe in that.
Allie, you got to hear your take on proximity to power. What did this weekend do for you? I'm gonna stand up so I can get that same level.
Oh my goodness, being here with everyone is just incredible, inspiring, hearing the stories of everybody. And not only that, and I'm kind of a competitive person, but it's in a good way. So seeing how everyone is moving forward is inspiring me to take more action. So that's a big proximity to power takeaway for me.
And if you could boil down this weekend into one word, what was that word, or what was that feeling? I know it's hard. That's a tough question, but
Yeah, I'm back and forth with 2 words, but I would say belonging.
Why do you say belonging?
Because I've spent my entire life trying to fit in with other people, fit in with family, fit in with career, fit in with anything, just to be recognized and seen and heard. Whereas in this group, I don't have to act. I can just be me and feel the love.
You feel the love. Now, one of the things that's kind of unique is we have something called TFP Kids, and I think it's very important to hear from our littles. So tell us a little bit of your experience. What was TFP this whole weekend like for you?
I wasn't in that room much, but Allie, I can be seen and heard from people. I love all the kids in there and all the adults in there.
So when you hear the word "I love you more," what does that mean? Because we say that a lot in our community. What does that mean?
Like they really care about you.
Does that matter? Do you want people that care about you on your team?
Mhm.
Do you want people that encourage your dreams rather than like tear them down? It's just
Yeah.
good to have someone that you care about. Because if you have people that you don't care about or that don't care about you, are you going to treat them as well?
No.
Probably not. But when you have an opportunity to be around people that care about you, you have reciprocation. You do something for them, they do something for you, and you love them. So thank you so much for sharing. You're awesome. Okay, I had someone that said he didn't want to be on the podcast, but all I need is a smile. I love you, Robert. I love you more, buddy.
We'll get him. We'll get him.
Oh, no. I think it's one of those that when you have someone that you look up to like this guy, my little daughters, just so I can kind of brag on him, you know, he doesn't want to say anything. That's all right. We might change that. My little daughter Dottie, she's like, Robin's my best friend. And they met this weekend. They built this really huge tower almost all the way to the ceiling. And sometimes we have these people that come into our lives that you just click with. and it resonates with you. I don't know if you guys have ever been around high power telephone poles, but when you get close to them, what's that sound that you hear? Oh, you got the mic. Can you make that sound? I love it. You hear that buzz, that electricity. Let's talk about that just for a moment. What does the buzz or the electricity feel like here?
One thing that I noticed when I got here, or at many of these TFP events, because those are the ones I follow, obvi. But it's like you get just the minute you start seeing the people in the group, the energy level goes up. And if you describe the telephone pole, that starts, it just starts going up, and that energy. You walk in the room, the lights go on, the music gets going. Greg pumps everybody up, and everybody is so full of this energy because they're excited, because they know that there's going to be a mind shift. They know that they're going to get something for them that they can carry with them that will help them in any area, because it resonates in here, in the heart. And I think that, with when Isa was talking, that is going to be for those children too. And the children gets that from us. They can see the energy that we have. They can see the camaraderie that we have. They can see the caring, and that's where they learn. And every one of those kids, they're feeling the energy too. And that's going to be carried with them forever. And some of these littles that we have in the group, this is going to be the only life they know. It's certainly the only life that Conrad knows, is good people, surrounded by good people, good energy, and good thoughts. And that's pretty much a win-win for everybody.
Love it. I just realized that my mic was on the table. So anything that I said might not have been picked up. That's so sad. That's all right. No worries. You got to have proximity to the mic as well. That's really
right.
important.
Proximity is in all
Proximity to the
things.
mic.
Proximity in all things matters, right? Proximity in all things matters.
Oh, that's hysterical. That's really funny. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fine. They'll be able to piece it together. If not, we'll just have to, do some more.
Do some more.
And it's really about vibration, right? As we've been talking about energy and those types of things, when you come to the TFP events, everybody melds. You start seeing molecules, if you will, that have been coming from all different places and all different times, and people come together and they start being attracted to each other because of the energy that everybody is feeling. And then when we get in the rooms and we start learning and we start growing and we start pinpointing the things that really can help us, having those breakthroughs, those types of things, our energy vibrations just keep going up. And so when one person's energy vibration goes up, the person next to them's energy goes up, and it's really an uplifting vibration that ends up bringing everybody with it. And you start having your own breakthroughs without necessarily realizing you were even there for a breakthrough type of scenario, because the energy gets so high that there's no way that it can't just do better and go better and get you in a state of mind that allows you to open doors that you didn't necessarily know. Energy opening doors that you didn't know were there is always a good thing, right? Type of scenario. So it's those types of things that really sets all of this apart and really helps, and why I resonate and why I really truly love being part of this community, this group, and helping that energy resonate with other people as well.
I love it. Thank you so much. Now, we just had somebody that I absolutely love. Budokai! We've got Bernard over here. Bernard, speak into the mic. Tell us, what does proximity to power mean to you, my friend?
I'm still half asleep, sorry.
Hey,
Like literally,
that's okay.
me and Matt stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning last night, outside grounding.
I love it.
And it was a blast just having tons of conversations about that specific topic on how being around such amazing people just lifts everything, energizes everything. The community that TFP has built is just phenomenal. But I'm still half asleep, so
You still have
I have to come down and just say hi.
Oh man, I'm
That's
so
it.
glad you did say hi. Thank you so much. Now, you are one of the best rappers I've ever seen, and we got to hear you in your element, share some amazing words. I know you're super asleep, but what did those lyrics mean to you? The ones that you shared during this event.
So the awesome thing is in rapping now, I've been doing it for 30 years. The only time I actually still rap or write or anything like that is when I'm inspired to do something specific for something like this. And well, I got to find out about, I saw that video a couple of days back, and that's what literally inspired me to write that verse for that song. And it's like, how do we teach our young ones to grow up in that lifestyle of being able to actually live a life that sets them free, as opposed to, and you guys were able to see it with my daughter. It's, I mean, I'm so proud of her. She's just so amazing. And so, yeah, it's just wonderful to be around such amazing people to be able to do this with, you know, it's,
Major proximity for power.
yeah, yeah, I like that.
Absolutely.
Inspiration is hitting the billboard right now.
Yes, inspiration is hitting the billboards. Oh, we've got one more person. Can I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, yep, we're gonna go.
All right. So Monica, who I called, I don't remember 3 other different names this
Hillary.
weekend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being willing to share a little bit. What did this weekend mean to you? What was proximity to power in a nutshell for you?
I've been working on excuses this week. So with Kayla's talk, I just really resonated with turning mundane things into fundane things. So that also takes I hate doing dishes because that is just, why are we doing dishes kind of thing for me. And it's an excuse at the end of the day. So being around people that are also not excuse makers about little things, because little things are big things. And also just being able to openly have that conversation with everyone, because it feels like we're all friends and family. There's no judgment. I appreciate that. And it also brings up just, hold on just one second. It brings up for me how much being closer to everyone, like there's just more of a drive for me being here. And like being with Allie, I always get excited to hear about the book. Like she just gave Tanner a book because he's trying to scale, and she was very helpful. Like we didn't even ask her for that. She just thought of us and brought the book. And I thought that was really awesome. Tanner's already reading it and he loves it. Yes. So it's just little things like that that are exciting to me.
I love it. Thank you so much. Guys, this is why you come to events like this, is you get to be around amazing people doing amazing things. And one of the things we love is we say we are cool people doing cool things. Guys, was this cool?
Oh, yeah.
Cool to share some experiences together, share some heartbeats. I hope that you got some value from this conversation. I know I did. Thank you so much, everybody, for contributing and participating, because it's not just about showing up. It's about being willing to raise your hand at times, being willing to clap for other people, being willing to say, I have a story to share and I want somebody to hear it. There is a secret to sales. There's a secret to friendships. It's permission. And if you give yourself permission to show up, to physically be in the arena with other people that are movers and shakers, that are making a difference, you will see there is a transformation that happens inside of you. There's something that changes, that allows you to go to that next level. The reason I have this podcast, Leveling Up with Brigham Blackham, is because I don't want to just level up myself. I want to level up every single one of you. We want to equip, we want to empower, because you never know when we're going to go up in a ball of flames. We never do, right? This is going to be kind of dark just for a moment, but last night I found out that someone in my church group, their daughter, who's 17 years old, she was rafting down a river and she lost her life. 17 years old. We never know when it's going to be the last time we get to be around these amazing people. And I'm so thankful that I got to share these heartbeats with you. We don't get our heartbeats back, but we do get to remember those moments. And I would much rather die with memories and moments than dreams. So with that, I'm going to say like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being with us, sharing some heartbeats. Thank you all you guys, all you amazing people. I'm going to do a little pan across. Woo! So thankful for all of you. This is our little family here. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe. God bless.